Hey guys, welcome back to For the Win. Pratty Sandhu and the legend, the man, the myth, Paulie Fraser in the house. Yeah, somewhere in the house. Yeah, we are back. We are back for some more shenanigans, and we'll talk some golf while we're here. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, might as well. Congrats on Rory for winning the players.
Yeah, the players.
So
Yeah, the flagship event. His second players. He joins a group of I think it's guys who won a major and two players. Only been three guys ever that done
yeah,
that. It was Jack, some guy named Tiger, and then Scotty Scheffler. So Rory's in that group. Rory's
sweet.
paycheck is a little bigger than the other guys's, but 4.5
Yeah,
mil.
it's a yeah.
That'll
For
help.
like I said, for Rory, that's pocket change.
You know what? I heard a funny story. He was at Bay Hill last week. Wasn't playing the best, and he was
Yeah,
using the newest TaylorMade driver, and he wasn't getting along with it. Whatever. So he had his management company Uber last year's model from his house to Bay Hill, and it cost him like $600, and the tip was like 300. So, I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get your clubs. But I mean, that's kind of a funny story, don't you think?
yeah.
Like people used to use
Why
FedEx and
didn't
people used to use that. Now it's Uber.
Why didn't
So
he Why didn't he just take it with him? Why didn't he have it with him to
I think
begin with?
I think he already had all of his stuff the newer stuff he thought he was going to use, and what do you know, right? But
Yeah,
it was kind of a melodramatic playoff after he rinsed his ball on 17.
yeah.
He looked at Rory's bag and saw that Rory hit a 9 iron. It was kind of cold in the morning, right? So Rory hit a and I won him the tournament, I believe. And I like what Rory's doing with these knockdown shots. He's hitting these 3/4 wedges and 9 irons, 8 irons, and I mean, you got to do that at Augusta National, as we know, right? You got to be
Yeah.
able to keep it on those tiers and not spin it off of green. So, I mean, yeah, there's that green jacket. I think Rory's looking forward to playing for in April. His odds
Oh,
are dropping. He was, I think, 10-1. He's now down to 6.5-1 with
wow.
Scheffler still favored. But yeah, props to JJ Spawn too. And
Yeah.
props to Akshay Patia. We cashed our third each way of the year, Paul. He finished, I think,
Yeah.
was tied for third. So you know what? I'm gonna stay with that theme for this week, and I'm gonna be all my bets are gonna be each way bets with 8 places. And this week's tournament, believe it or not, we got a pretty strong field after the players. Usually, a lot of guys
Oh
like to
yeah.
chill. We had an elevated event prior to that, Arnie's tournament, and we still have like I think what was it, 10 of the top 25 players in the world here. But
Sweet.
I'm not really going to look at the top of the board so much in this field. Like a lot of the top guys that are ranked there, like Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Thomas, Corey Connors, Sepp Straka, like they're all around 20 to 25 to 1. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there. I just think in this tournament, we've seen a lot of first time winners. I
Oh
believe,
yeah.
not sure if it was Sam Burns' first victory, but in the past like 10 years, we've seen some guys just this is their breakout moment. And
Yeah.
this course isn't so much like the rest of them in Florida, right? It's tree lined. Um, it's more of a creative course, not so much A to B. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be taking a lot of longer shots here. Guys who have done well on the tour just haven't finished in the top five. Maybe taking a trophy home. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
kick it off. First pick, it is gonna be Jacob Bridgman, the Bridge Man. He is 50-1, and I'm getting
Okay.
8 places. I think the 8-way places cashed 3 of them this year, so I think that's the way to go for now. And,
Yeah.
who knows, maybe we can bump into a winner. But yeah, Bridgman's doing well. I believe he's finished in the top 20 in his last 3 or 4 events. Just a consistent guy, not a bomber. I believe a
Okay.
couple years ago he had the first round lead at Travelers, and he kind of just came out of nowhere. I think it was before it was an elevated event, but still, a guy, he's got some talent, and getting him 50-1 at this
Yeah.
course. Let's take the kid. And second pick is an oldie but a goldie. It's Kurt Kitayama. Yeah, this guy, he's one of these guys that played really well in the fall series, and everyone kind of bought
Yeah.
into him, and he hasn't done so well. Let's just say as people expected, but he did okay at the Players last week. Did okay at Arnie's tournament, 60-1, 8 places. I think this type of
Yeah.
course that's good for him. He's a flat ball hitter. He's good with his long irons. There's a lot of long par threes. So double K. Let's give him a go. 60-1, 8 places, of course.
Definitely.
Next, we're going to go to Mad Max. Not Max Homa. Not Max Gracerman. The other Max on tour, Paul. Max McGreevy, believe it or not. This kid, I think he was on the tour in 2023. Lost his card.
Okay.
He had to go back to the AAAs, the Corn Ferry, and he got
Yeah.
his card, and then he's been pretty hot lately. I think he's had 3 straight top 20s. And they
Very
didn't show him
nice.
at the Players, but he was in the mix on Saturday and Sunday, like right around the top 15. So he's kind of an unheralded guy, just some good finishes. So 66-1. I'm liking that pick with 8 places. The next
Definitely.
guy I got up my sleeve is Slammin' Sammy Stevens, 80-1. He's already hit each way for us at Torrey Pines for the Farmers. He just missed
Awesome.
making that playoff with Harris English. So I think this
Yeah.
course sets up for him. Similar to Kurt Kitayama, he's good with his long irons. He's sneaky long. He played at Oklahoma State with Matt Wolff and Victor Hovland, who got off to really good starts in their career, and he's
Yeah.
kind of like the unheralded dude. I think Austin Eckroyd as well. So yeah, I'm liking this kid, Sam Stevens, 80-1. He's had some good finishes on tour. So let's see how he handles the snake pit. And bringing up the rear is the Sig man, Paul. Grayson Sig. He's been doing pretty good at these shorter courses, positional courses, you could say. Even though Copperhead
Yeah.
isn't that short, it's got some long par fours, and of course, I think every par three is over 200 yards. So you're not getting any pitching wedge 9-iron holes on this course. So I like him. I like
Unless
his
we
iron
have some
play.
wicked
I think he's been
tailwind.
just well, of course, Paul, of course. But Grayson Sig, 125-1. I don't see him much of a difference between like a lot of the dudes at 70, 80-1, right? I'm like, this guy's been
Yeah.
he's been making a lot of cuts and just under the radar. And he's known as a good iron player. So let's pack a bowl and smoke a cig, Paul. You with me?
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, man.
For sure.
So all the guys I had were with each way 8 places. That's the new theme. Like I was telling you, I did get a chance to get yours in. Just for shits and giggles, I was watching the tournament. Took a long shot at the gloveless one, Lucas Glover. Played well at
Yeah.
Sawgrass. Played well at Pebble. To me, those are kind of corollary courses to Augusta National. You gotta shape the ball. You got to be able to control your flight on those holes and courses. So I took him with 8 places, 150-1.
Okay.
And then I also took under 50 was, I think, like 30, 35-1 at all the majors for like the last year and a half or so. But he's just ever since he went to live, he's just obviously probably doesn't practice as much, doesn't play as much.
Yeah.
So I got good value on him. So I took him at 50 to 1.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, so a couple of futures there, and I already got a couple of futures at the PGA Championship. I got
Yeah.
Daniel Berger at 110 to 1 at Quail Hollow.
Okay.
Of course, we know really well.
Yeah.
He's now down to 60 to 1. So those his odds got cut in half from 110 to 60. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the books know something, right? So either there's money coming
Oh,
in on
definitely.
him or the books are scared of him, right? Right. So there's something up there. I still have my 225 to 1 ticket on Taylor Pendrith, our Canadian bomber. He's technically not in the field yet because they wait until I think like 5 tournaments before then they go from the World Golf Rankings, FedEx Cup, and all that bullshit. So
Yeah.
he'll be obviously playing. So and they took his odds down, so I guarantee he's going to open 120 to 1. So 225. I put a whole 2 something on him to win 500. So fingers crossed on that one. And I do have a couple of Open Championship futures that I took in the off season.
Yeah.
JT 60 to 1. He's down to 40 to 1. And
Okay.
the winner of last week's live event is second win of the year, Joaquin Neiman, the young Chilean.
Okay. Yeah.
He's never played well at the majors, but last year he had some decent top 40 finishes. You know, nothing really too crazy, but man, the way this guy's shaping the ball, like he is just a ball striking Jimmy, like fades, draws high, low. Like I know he's only beating 15 guys on live, but
Yeah.
I took him before these 2 wins. So I got him at 60 to 1. He's down to, I think, 40 to 1.
Okay.
And yeah, man. So I'm just looking forward to this tournament. It's
Yeah.
always has some really good finishes. Like, you don't really see like runaways at this tournament. And
Yeah.
of course the snake pit. We got the snake pit to look forward to, Paul. And this is the last event in Florida. We're going to be hopping over to Texas for a little 2-step after this, Paul. We're going to be going to Houston, and then we'll be
Ooh.
going over to San Antonio for the Texas Open.
Get
And
some
then
brisket.
you know it, Paul. You know it.
Barbecue.
Oh, you know how to make me hungry now. Yeah, so we're going to be going down. We're going to be going down to Augusta and Magnolia Lane after a little 2-step in Texas, and then of course we're going to Hilton Head after. A course that we love. You cannot overpower that course. I love that about Hilton Head. So pumped up for that,
you
Paulie.
can. You can, but it bites you in the butt if you do.
Exactly. Okay, thanks for everyone for joining us. You guys are the best out there. And good luck on your picks. And let's hit some winners.
Hang loose, y'all. Peace
Later.
out.